Yeah, folks, Massey Day, Friday morning. Thank you for your comments, likes, and new subscribers and hype button clickers. Thank you kindly. What we did yesterday afternoon, because I had to upload the video, so I did a little bit more before I left here. So here's what we did then. After a dose of cleaning and going, we finally got that disc off of there. Still got a bit more clean up, so we're going to go with the drill and the wire brush, give this a clean up, and hopefully we'll fish a new disc out and see if we can get it sliding on there nicely. But that's taking some doing. That's fought me all morning, all day. So never have had to cut one apart, but we've got it apart. That's the main thing. So a dose of cleaning later. Let's try a new disc on there. Oh, look at that. That goes on a lot better than what it fits. Hurrah. That expander that's come out, I think you've seen better days. I have tried cleaning it up with a grinder, but it just so happens I have another one. So that's going to be consigned to the scrap. We'll make use of that, which is, yeah, it's a used one, old one, but it's in good nick. We just dropped the PTO clutch off to the boys. They're going to have a look at that and deal with that. And that is beer o'clock time. Oh, finally got me ram back from being repaired. Had trouble with the seals, but it's fitted back on now. So now it is beer o'clock for a Thursday. Dose of time getting this cleaned up, getting all the crap out of it. We got the pin, the holding pin, got that cleaned up. So that now fits in the hole and comes in and out like it should do. We got to clean the carrier plate up now, try and make that look a bit tidier and put a new seal in it. So I'm just hoping that this will clean up. If not, we'll have to go and have a look in the stores and see if I've got a suitable, tidier replacement, but we'll give it a little go anyway. That hadn't cleaned up too bad. We didn't think that surface was going to come back, but there's nothing too much in the way of imperfections. We've hit the old seal out, so we'll give that wipe round and get the new seal pressed into that. We're going back together now. If I pull on that, as you pull, you see it expands and twists and it reverts back to, so that one's working all right. We can get the disc on here, and then that bit we've cleaned up can be put back on and fitted down. Right, we've hooked the diff out. It's on the floor there, so we can clean out the other side of this bit, make sure there's no foreign bodies in there. And then inspect the crown wheel and pinion, which first glance looking all okay. So give that a clean up in there. Right, that's looking a bit cleaner. The only one thing we did find remains a one needle roller bearing, but just something nothing. But I expect that, because it's not that bearing there, because they're a lot smaller than that one. So I would imagine that came out at the end of the pump. I say this has been apart before, so, but I will, when I get to the pump, I'll check that we're not missing one. But other than that, it's clean in there. Say PTO shaft's out now, so we can put a new O-ring seals in that and assemble that back together. Seal extracted, and all the crud behind that. Yeah, nice. Clean up, new seal there, double lip seal, new O-ring to go around there. We can reassemble. Right, she's back on the crane and swinging, diffs checked back in. I'm going to have a quick brew before I wrestle this thing back in that there. Sorry, I think I'm a bit blurred. I think my lens needs a bit of a clean. Yeah, it's a bit like deja vu again. That took some getting off. It was pretty well stuck. The outer bit there, he was well stuck on there on the gasket. Anyway, it's off. Let's pull it apart and have a gander. Yeah, a couple of levers. He slid off. So now we can attack in that, strip it down, blah 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 blah. Apart. There was a lot of dirt in that, so that's all been cleaned out. We've got the new seal put in there. There's the old one. You see how dirty that was. So now we can put this on, bearing back on, clips in, and then yeah, that and the cork gaskets. Give that a clean up first. Back together. Like it says. I'm glad that's done and back together across. So that's this axle done. Just got the pump to check PTO clutch, that's been wafer sorted, so we're going to have a tidy up of all the crap and mess I've made and find something else to do. That is what come out of the little well down there, and it's just dirt. There's no bits or foreign bodies in there or debris, it's just dirt. Well, we're going to put the old bonnet back on for now because he needs to use it. So we're just going to put the other bits on, the medallions. We've got the dash bits bolted back together in a fashion, even though no shit. We'll just tidy it up. We've done this side. At least we know it's a 178. So that's bolted on, but the other side I've had to make some little brackety bits up because how it fits on in there, they just protrude through. So fold those up so it'll clip to the inside of the bonnet. Just chucked in a dose of oil. Yeah, we got plenty on the dipstick now. It's just shy of 10 litres, well, just about 10 litres went in there. So hopefully the back end will have a little bit more of a life about it. Yeah, I spilt a little bit. I caught the jug when I went in with it. Not a lot, but there we go. All right, let's give her a little bit of heat. See if she fires up. What's going to happen? Let's try it. She lives. Yeah, same couldn't sort the bonnet this time round, but looking a bit tidier on the front now. I think that's me done on this job for now, until the next time. Well, we have some steering that actually works. It's a lot better than it used to be. Hopefully he's going to be happy with that. Let's put a bit of wind in the tyres because they got a bit soft on the front. After up, we can take it away and do whatever he's got to do with it. Stood up in the air so we can start pulling that apart. Right, we got her stood up. I reckon this is about as tall as me. Yeah, I'd say pretty much the same height. I hope he's drained the oil out of it. Anyway, we'll deal with the mess if we have to. So start slacking a few bolts off of it. It's coming apart, coming up. She's free. Let's swing her over and get her on the floor. Oh, looks like he has drained the oil out. So Saturday morning. Had a couple of beers last night. There we go. Moving on. We had a delivery late yesterday afternoon, and it's in a box down here. Guess what it is? We've had the clutch plate back. That's been nicely refurbished, looking like brand new, ready for that one. And under there, we have the clutch cover. Again, looking like brand new. All new springs in there. Oh, boy. Go on, over there. Look at that. Super shiny. I say, got the little clips in there, so it makes it easy to put together. So we'll fish the bolts out the tub, wherever I put the tub. Down there. So we can reset that lot back together on that. It's on. Right. Obviously, the pin there lined everything up. Dowels in there, and we can get their said bolts, get all these dropped in and tightened up. Once we tighten it up, that will release those to come out, and that'll be the clutch plate and the clutch assembly back together. So I'll screw these in a minute and get them all tightened up. Right, we've got all these bolts all tightened up. If you notice now, we can just take these little clips out of here because the clutch plate is now firm. That's out, lined up. That don't move. So one clutch plate back together. grip down, so when the thrust bearing pushes on that, it releases the pressure off the plate. Right, let's quickly whip this top of this one off and have a look, see what state the brakes are in here. So we've got a clamp on there, squish that up so we can get the pin out of the diff lock. Once that's out, we can get those retaining screws undone, and hopefully this will just lift off. I hope. Right, let's get some retaining screws loosened off. Give them a bit of a tap. He's come loose. What we like. A bit tight, but it's coming out. One off, put that in the tub out of the way so we don't lose it. And then the other one. Yep, coming adrift. Look, nasty surprises are going to be lurking in this one. Right, where's... Well, at least it's not seized on anything at the moment. Right, hopefully. Oh, come on, off we go. There we go. Not ooh. Lovely. Lots of dirt. Delightful. That's going to take some cleaning up, isn't it? Let's get a closer look. I think Mr. Henry the Hoover is going to have a good sucking time on that lot. So hopefully, no, that's not stuck on there. That's a relief. I don't have to go through the grief of that one did over there that was seized solid on the shaft. Let's get the Hoover on the go and suck some of this crap out of here. There we go. Suck it all out. I'll get the filter out anyway. That's what we're working with. The pins come out the whole there, so we've got them probably stuck in the carrier plate. Oh yeah, keep going there. Get some of this out of the way. Right, he's not seized, he'll come out. He's moving. Alright, suck all that up. Alright, that'll do for a minute. Let's see if we can get these sticks out of here. Oh yes, we got another one that's sent to try us. So we've managed to get a screwdriver, it lifted up a bit, so we're going to beat it. Try and free it up on there, because, yeah, these things are sent to try one every time. But we will we will get there. Right, as you see, lots of dirty rags, lots of dust. Got that cleaned up, we got that cleaned up, and we got this looking a bit more wholesome in there. Yeah, it's taken a little time, but worth doing. So we've got the seals sorting that, and then we can start reassembling this bit, but not today. On the button for starting up. Steering works. Well, I just thought I'd fire this old girl up. I've been started for a while. Do a bit of wind in the tyre. The rudder. Just driven around, she's parked back down there. Finish the video with a bit of 6354 Perkins. Why not? Anyway folks, I'm going to let that do for today. I don't know how long this one is, probably not long enough. But there we go, that's what happens. I'm going to go to the shop and get some food for tea. So until next time, look after yourselves, enjoy the rest of your weekend, catch you later.